Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the third of our series of webinars conducted over the last 3 weeks. I am Surya Kannot, Associate Editor with ITLN. Our previous webinars have received a lot of attention and appreciation from our followers, and I'm glad to see a good number of attendees joining in today as well. We are streaming live on Facebook as well this time. A note to all the attendees, if you have any questions or observations to make, please do type it in the Q&A section down below or click the raise hand option. We will try to enable your audio so that you can pose your questions directly. Our theme for today's webinar is ensuring seamless delivery of essentials in the current crisis. We have entered day 31 of the nationwide lockdown, probably say about 9 days away from the second lockdown. Not sure if this is going to be the last one though. When the nationwide lockdown was announced to curb the spread of the coronavirus, citizens were assured that essential services, which includes groceries, milk, medicines, vegetables, fruits, and meat, would continue uninterrupted. Unfortunately, the reality has been far from different. The last couple of weeks, or probably the last month, has opened up a lot of gaps in the supply chain that need some fixing. I'm joined by my colleague Reggie John, editor at ITLN, and we'll be speaking to the members of the logistics fraternity on how the lockdown and related restrictions have adversely impacted the volumes for these players. Let me start with introducing our panel members here, leveraging on data and technology. And last but not the least, Sachin Haritash is the founder and CEO of Maven, which is a digital trucking company. Sachin is in charge of expanding the organization's footprint in India by steering the conceptualization and execution of key strategies related to management and operational needs of the company. After this round of introductions, let's head straight to the discussion. The last 1 month has been the most difficult time for the logistics industry, and this will only worsen unless there are some proactive measures taken to move essential goods and bring workers back to factories, farms, warehouses, and trucks. On that note, I throw the discussion open to the panelists here. I would like each of you to give us a sense of how the lockdown has taken a toll on your operations. What about you? Do you see a big gap between demand and supply and logistics at the moment?
As a Maven organization, we are a completely digital trucking company with no offices across India. We are completely paperless, faceless, and are digital. So this COVID is for us is a blessing in disguise. The way the Paytm got opportunity during the demonetization. During this short span of time, we got the 3x volumes because we are completely paperless and digital. As all panelists has said that the business scenario will change in coming time, and that what we have started seeing that people started copying Maven the way we work and operate. We are the first one in a full truck business to provide services in India. So we were the first one to approach to HUL that we will be providing the services, and how we would be able to provide services is because a small truck owners who are the drivers come owners are the real heroes, because for them the trucks are their lives. So that's live living and their life. So why they are able to sustain in this ecosystem is because the entrepreneurship which they have. They are able to manage their vehicles, repairs, they carry their stoves and other materials to make food, and they have the money to spend on. So during this time, as I'm the part of founding member of FICCI National Logistic Committee, I'm in a core committee of AIMTC, ITWA, all the association, and we represented to Government of India, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Department of Logistics, that how these vehicles will be brought to the empty vehicles brought to the warehouse initially. So I propose that we should have a letter on which they will be mentioning the vehicle number will be coming empty from a destination to a fulfillment center or to a manufacturing facility. And HUL has taken our these suggestions very seriously and presented to the Ministry of Commerce, and they got the approval. And after that, you see that 27th we started first shipment from HUL with this process. And since then we have not seen any process, any hitch, any problem during in transit and route. As of now, uh, support system by the government is reasonably very good, because the problem is so big, so we cannot pinpoint specific things. But on and large, by looking at the demand which is right now and the supply side, both are reasonably good. First week definitely there was some problem. After that it has uh, come down, the freights has come down now reasonably good. uh, for us, I think that uh, we don't see any problem. It's a being an entrepreneur, being a leadership, we have to see that how it can be encashed by changing our business model quickly to adapt these kind of situations. And as Mr. Dilip has also said, that it is not going to over right now. It will take many months or a year also. So as early as possible, people have to move, and even the logistic leaders has to redesign their supply chain processes also. So from my side, government has done reasonably very good, taken reasonable steps. What are the initiatives we have proposed to ministry, like EV bill extension, they have taken very quick. In 2 days, they have come up with the amendments. The highway dhabas, we proposed that highway dhabas should be open, repair shop should be open. They have come up with the notification gadgets very quick. In day or in 2 days, they have resolved our problems. The only challenge is bringing the drivers from their hometowns. So obviously, everybody is concerned about their life, and it is so infectionable disease. So we also cannot take risk by bringing. Otherwise, if government permit, we can bring even 200, 300 drivers in a day from villages by sending the buses. So that much resources are available, and government has supported. Mahindra has supported that they will be also sending. Ashok Leyland has come up forward that we will provide you all those things. So we don't see any challenges, but the problem, the disease is so big, so we cannot take a risk of people. So business can be earned tomorrow, but lives cannot be brought back. So we have to be very cautious in expanding, in growing. So step by step, government is taking very reasonably good initiative steps by opening slow and steady. I think that is the way forward.
So post this lockdown, this question is to Satyaki. Do you think that the e-commerce sector will get a shot in the arm, thus increasing air cargo capacity? Because there'll be a new normal now with customers shopping online more often than choosing brick and mortar stores for placing, orders. So do you think this could really pump up volumes? I mean, the air cargo capacity? Sachin would
Yeah,
like to say.
yeah. So the prices, if you'll talk about the demand and supply, initially the prices has increased by 300% to 400% in the first 10 days. And that mellowed down to now, and many places where we are working on a long-term contract. Since day one, we are able to manage the cost. So we have supplied to all our customers on the same price. And recently, we have seen that as the demand has gone down, because initially days people have pre-buy. Now the demand is less, the vehicle availability is reasonably good on longer routes and even in shorter routes. So we don't see that there will be any shortages of supply side. So we are fully prepared to take the volumes, and as more opening up of the manufacturing facilities, more truckers will be coming up and starting their operations, as more regulations are being now clear to operators to get the approvals from the government. So I don't see that there will be any much increase in prices or uh, supply side.
There's has there been any sharp rise in milk adulteration, which I've been reading reports on adulteration of milk. So how are you dealing with that?
Completely, as I've already mentioned. Uh, we are completely digital, faceless. We don't have any human on field. We are paperless, so no stationery is there. So customer make own LR on their own. So we are working. Everyone is working work from home, and for our partners, the truckers who are working with us, to them we have sent a message as and when a trucker will accept a shipment, a driver will get a vehicle is being assigned. So we have started sending language messages and a voice message so that he will hear that what precautions the driver need to take. As we are working in a B2B sector, so all the companies and the companies with whom we work are all MNCs or corporates. They have their standard operating processes. When and as and when the driver will come, they will give a hand sanitizer. They will take the temperature control. So from our side, we are just sending the messages and the voice messages so that driver and the trucker will hear that what steps he needs to take. Secondly, the insurance part. Since starting, we are a completely digital, and we believe that all drivers in 365 rupees a driver get an insurance of rupees 10 lakh, which is being launched by Ministry of Road Transport. So since then, all our drivers are being insured. So for COVID, we have not taken any special insurance. So all drivers which will come on our platform, our insurance policy will be issued on our behalf, and a driver and a truck owner both can access through their app the soft copy of that, because the biggest challenge is to maintaining the documents. So issuing and spending money is not the concern, but it has to be used when it is needed. So that's what we are already doing. Apart from that, we are not taking any other steps and maintaining any SOPs. So let's wait that government or the industry will come up some standard operating process for the logistic sectors, and we'll follow accordingly.
Okay, thanks, Sachin.
So what I feel that being the leaders, we have to be agile to adopt the coming all opportunities and to encash in whatever the best way we can do it. So as Mr. Satki has also said that we all need to be very much optimistic, and we are seeing lot of opportunities, and logistic will be the one of the main key driving factor of across India and globe. So huge opportunities are being awaiting for us, and we see huge growth in coming days in months.
Thanks, Sachin. And I think we'll have to close the session now. Thank you, everyone, for all your observations and your learnings in this part.